Hey guys, and welcome to the 6th episode of Mix Up. And today we're going to be talking about not one, but two cards. Seismitoad from Old Victories and Wigglytuff from Next Destinies. Now obviously there's a reason I'm talking about both of these at once, but let's look at the one that came out first, Seismitoad. Basically as per its stats, there's a nice 140 HP, 2 attacks, pretty good grass weakness, pretty sucky 3 retreat cost. But here are its attacks. The second one is pretty sucky, 3 energy, 2 water, Carlos does 70 damage. It's just awful nowadays. Now its first attack is actually pretty interesting. Round does 30 damage times the number of your Pokemon with the round attack. So it's not just Seismitoad, it's Pokemon with round. But back in the day when this first came out, it was pretty inferior. In fact, Uniclus from the same set was actually much superior because it did 40 damage for each of Uniclus in play. That added up to 160, and Seismitoad's only added up to 120. And both these cards were incredibly unplayed in Noble Victories and Heart Gold Soul Silver formats. But from something that came out of Next Destinies was Wigglytuff, and it actually has the round attack as well. So say you have 4 Seismitoads out and 2 Wigglytuffs out, you can do 180 damage, which is just enough to knock out any EX. Unless they're using Eviolite, then you can't knock out some of them. But if you use a plus power, you can knock out Mewtwo EX, and obviously Shaman's easy target, and Reshiram's weak to you. So basically, only a couple Pokemon, such as Regigigas with an Eviolite, and Zekrom with an Eviolite, and I guess Kyurem with an Eviolite, but no one uses that, are the only Pokemon that can't knock out, unless they have high defense towards water Pokemon or something like that. So yeah, both these cards go very well together. There are several cards that could help you out with them. Obviously, they both run on... They both run on double Carlos energy, so definitely run 4 of those, as well as a lot of interviewers' questions to get those as soon as possible. And also another card that goes very well is Rescue Energy, obviously, which says when you attach it. Wait, let me read that. Rescue Energy provides Carlos energy. If the card this is attached to is knocked out, you may put it back into your. You may put it in all cards under. Wait, put that Pokemon back into your hand. Discard all cards attached to that Pokemon. Okay, so you basically get back all that stuff. So definitely a lot of cards that can work well with Seismitoad and Wigglytuff. Another card that might work well is Pichu from Heart Gold Soul Silver. I don't have a copy of that, so I'll just have to tell you what it does. It's one of the standard baby Pokemon with a nice attack. It says both players can search the deck for as many basics as they want and put them on their bench. So obviously that's really great for getting out as much of these as you want. But the only problem with that is that Pichu actually takes a spot up on your side of the field, so it's less room for putting another one of these two onto your field. So I think it'd definitely be a good idea to run Seeker or Super Scoop Up if you want to pick up those Cleffa or Pichus or whatever you're using, like Manaphy maybe, since it's water type, just to fit with the theme. But yeah, I think this deck could be interesting. It's a little slow, but since Seismitoad has a pretty nice HP, he can be knocked out by most EXs, which is not very great, and you can also you can use Heavy Ball to search for him, which is nice. And another thing that's nice about Seismitoad is the Palpitoad. It's not the best Pokemon, but it does actually have the round attack as well. So if you you don't have to evolve all the way up to the stage 2s all the time. You could just have 1 Seismitoad and then like 3 Palpitoads and 2 Wigglytuffs on the field. So that I think is one of the reasons this works very well, because you don't have to get them all up to stage 2s. Obviously, you're going to run 4 rare candies anyway. But I definitely think this is a deck to try out. I don't think it's great enough to win any tournaments or anything like that, but a lot of people do agree that it's a decent deck and that should be at least tested out. I've seen a couple of these on the online game, but they just rage quitted when I saw I was using Durant, which is kind of annoying, because Durant's not even that good anymore. Like really, it's so bad about it. Okay, but whatever. So yeah, it's not too hard to get, since both of these are really easy to get, and a bunch of probably just the most expensive things you have to worry about are Catcher and Collector and Mewtwo, which every deck runs on. Which also, speaking of that, Mewtwo would actually, running 1 copy would be pretty good because it uses double Carlos energy, which is perfect for Mewtwo. So actually this episode was requested by a friend of mine. Of course, it's Sean. So thanks for requesting this. It's not exactly the least known deck from like the not least known deck like Cofagrigus or something like that, but you know, not many people know about it. So yeah, thanks Sean for suggesting this episode, and you know, thanks for being my friend. So thanks for watching. Another thing before I go is that states will actually, I think my family's home. I hope they're not. No, I think that's just my cat. Yeah, anyway, states are actually coming up in the U.S. Obviously, some countries like Europe and stuff don't have states, but they're called other things in other countries. So I'm definitely going to be going to states. I'm going to 2 states. I'm actually going to the Pennsylvania states and the Delaware states. Pennsylvania's on the 10th and Delaware's on the 17th. I normally won't tell people where I'm going, but since it's such a big event, or since it's bigger than cities and battle roads, I think it's worth mentioning. I'm definitely going to be there. I don't. If you're there, you say hi. I'll be happy to meet you. That's no one cares about that. Shut up. Unless you're my friend who already knows me, then it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm probably going to be the only senior there named Sam with this stupid hair. So not going to be hard finding me. And also be bringing my 3DS, so I could have my me on your 3DS. That's so exciting, isn't it? So yeah, thanks for watching. Next time in Mix-Up, I'm thinking of actually doing a report of states, but since I'm going to 2 of them, I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I might do that after both of them and then report both of them. If not, there's going to be something interesting next week, definitely, either way. So yeah, Groudon is cool. Later.